running in my mind all the time. Rolling down the streets with my skateboard gang. We making friends all week cause we the fun you could fuck with. Name up on the wall with my spray paint can. Fuck with the space we have and then we duck quick. Plus we push deepness. Suckers get whipped up then feasted. Started with the end cause we complete shit. Running in my mind.
This has been one of the more interesting contest preps. The last time round I was all sunshine and daisies, and I was very much looking forward to the process of competing and posing and getting shredded, and this time round I have none of that. The only thing I'm excited about is trying this new coconut milk cappuccino from Costa, which, by the way, is absolutely fantastic. 68 calories. This leads me on to the point of, is it worth competing? And someone Instagrammed me saying, should I compete if I want to look into going into the fitness industry and coaching and personal training? And the short answer is no. It helps. Don't get me wrong, it very much helps. It helps because you look good and it's very easy to sell yourself once you've been in such superb condition, and seemingly it gives you this appearance that because you've competed, you therefore know tons about nutrition and tons about training. Thus, many individuals who have competed suddenly turn to online coaching. And that's pretty much where the money comes from. It comes from that. There's no money in amateur bodybuilding, everyone knows that. So Tom, why are you competing? There's a very high chance that I still am going to compete this year. As much as I want to pull out at the moment, go into a very, very long, lean off-season building phase, I think it's best for me if I compete. I've got Ibiza in June, I've got Body Power. Looking good for those is one of my priorities. How are we? Let's continue on a positive note and start the full day of bloody ruddy eating.
I'm at my prime. Whoa. Said I'm at my prime.
My routine at the moment from Monday to Friday is wake up, 5 o'clock, have 1 scoop of whey protein. Didn't film it today, but I shall refilm it and insert it into this video. Train gets into Shoreditch. Should not be doing that. Never ever do that on camera, especially if you've got an itchy nose. The train gets into Shoreditch at 6:30, Costa opens at 6:30, to which I get a small cappuccino. The calories in a small cappuccino are 5 grams of protein, 10 grams of carbs, 0 fats. 10 o'clock now, which means this is you can't really call this a meal, can you? Yes, there's cheaper alternatives to having food, but I like a bar. I like a bar at 10 o'clock, so get fucked. I think what I'm going to do on Saturday is mix 1 Grenade mint chocolate chip bar with 1 scoop of bulk powders whey protein mint chocolate chip and some Halo Top chocolate chip, and see what we create. Out and about on the run today, so lunch was just chicken, pure chicken, Tesco Express. They do 180 gram packs of chicken with salad, no carbs. Black coffee before fasted cardio. Current macros that I'm sitting on after a relatively low day of food is 71 grams of protein, 28 grams of carbs and 12 grams of fat. I just had a chicken salad, a grenade bar and a coffee. In terms of calories that Coach Luke has me on, I think, how many am I on? About 1,000 a week. And I'm also doing 10 to 11,000 steps per day on top of that. Post cardio, this thing here is my xiphoid process. It's always been protruding. It's like a knobbly little bit of annoyance. Post workout, I'm gonna have 5 egg whites with some Halo Top and some bulk powders whey, all blended together. Not the egg whites are gonna be cooked. Looking kind of hobo. So what I tend to do in the evening time is put all of the calories into my fitness powder I want. My bagel, my NutriFirst bar, my peanut butter, and then I'll start adding in the pasta and then the chicken, and then I'll put on top of that the sauces. Do you feel me? So the important food for me that I want to consume goes in first, and then I work around it. Honestly, Halo Top is so fucking good. You can just use so much of it, and it's got hardly any calories in it. You're gonna fucking die. You are absolutely gonna die. That is one of the nicest shakes I've ever tried. Halo Top mint, bulk powders. What I was going to do, might do it tomorrow, post-workout, go even more minty, and have one of them with halio top. We'll have it tomorrow. Dinner tonight, we have 150 grams of pasta with 200 grams of chicken breast, 50 grams of red pesto. I prefer the red pesto to the green at the moment. Try it. So final calories of the day usually are met with a bagel, more of as a macro filler for fats and carbs. So I'm having 1.5 bagels with 40 grams of whole earth peanut butter and 20 grams of jam on 1/2 of the bagels. If you want some late night amusement, go on to Channel 5 Star. It has a program demonising carbohydrates. Anyway, my final calories for the day that I've finished on are 232 grams of protein, 240 grams of carbs and 66 grams of fat. So 4 grams of fat under, 10 grams of carbs under and about 8 grams of protein under. I may have a kiwi in a minute actually, just to bump up the carbs a little bit. But I'll see you tomorrow and we're doing an upper session, but mainly focusing on shoulders. Hey, how you doing? I've been standing here all night waiting for you. It is 7:45, gym opens at 8, no food, just pre-workout, training faster than I'll eat when I get back. I'm pretty full from last night's meal. Generally my calories consist of having the higher proportion of them, including carbs, fats and protein at the end of the day. So fasted cardio and fasted training is always fine. Half a scoop of Epoch. Right, 3 warm-up sets done, 60, 80, 90. Shoulder's been playing up since back from New York. The insertion of the deltoid has been really painful. I think I went a bit too hard when I got back from holiday because I hadn't trained in like 10 days, so I pushed it a little bit too hard, but it should be good. Last week was at 105 for 8, so I'm going to try 100 for 12 and see how we get on. Deltoid development and overall shoulder training. Quite a few messages on the Instagram regarding deltoid development and on the previous YouTube video. And the questions stem from, have you seen an improvement in your deltoid since running gear due to the potential increase in androgen receptors in the delts? Or is it a specific method of training that you use that has increased your deltoid size and how capped they are? But generally, the improvements that I've seen are when I've decreased the amount of presses that I've done. So when I first started, I was doing a lot of seated dumbbell presses, overhead presses with the barbell, seated overhead press with the barbell. Since decreasing that and only doing 2 presses per week and the rest of the movements being lateral raises and rear delt flies, for example, I've seen massive improvements in my deltoids. That alongside varying rep ranges when it comes down to training my delts. This particular movement that I'm doing on the cable, as a cable lat raise, if you notice that my hand is slightly in front of my body, this is what I see a lot of people do wrong in the gym when they do lateral movements, is that they keep their hand incredibly straight. Now the problem that people run into when they do that is, if you imagine the knobbly bit of your humerus, when it meets the acromion process at the top of your range of motion when you do a deltoid raise, a lat raise, the shortening of the muscle stops there. If you position your hand in front of your body, you can get a lot better range on the deltoid. So that's just one thing to take into consideration when you next do some lateral work. But generally the rep ranges differ on both sessions, so upper A and upper B. The first half of the session of upper A, rep ranges may be around the 6 to 8, and the second half, the upper B, will be 10 to 12 on some, maybe 14 to 16, so higher volume. And I've been doing that for the past sort of 8 to 10 months to a year, and I've seen much better improvements in my overall deltoids. Oh, it's about to go down. Post-workout, 1 grenade bar, Halo Top Choc Mint and Choc Mint bulk powders whey. Right, post-workout we've got 5 egg whites with Tabasco sauce. Shout out to the Tabasco sauce gang. Plus the Choc Chip Monster Shake. Fuck. Fuck. Excuse my French. You know how yesterday's one was sublime? This is sublimer. Try it out. You can bang a pair if you want. Do you know what I mean? The sunniness could pick up.
Try to breathe deep, then you miss this. Freak, not a creep, there's a difference. Running in my mind all the time, running in my mind, running in my mind all the time, running in my mind all the time, running in my mind, running in my mind all the time, running in my mind all the time.
Cafe Direct. Cafe Direct. Number 3, keep the noise down. Oh, I am craving. Oh yeah, that's the one thing I am craving this prep. Domino's, KFC, McDonald's, all that shit. Cookies, I'm not really. Wine and cheese and olives and bread and crisps. I think I'm gonna book a little holiday to Greece after prep. Sunday, client check-ins, got a Skype at 10. Cafe Direct, Kilimanjaro. There was no Tales of Harrogate on the shelf, so I thought I'd buy some of this stuff instead. I shall give you a review in 2 seconds. Okay. Bright and complex with a blackcurrant sweetness. I like my coffee like I like my men. I'll let you finish that one. It's 2018. It's good. Oh, you can really taste the blackcurrant sweetness in that. That's very nice. Well done. Gonna end the video there. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, grow the motherfucking channel. End of the year goal is 50k subs, which I think is doable. I think I am a nice person and I deserve 50,000 subscribers. Off we go and get an ECG now, so the next video will go into more depth on how my heart is doing. My little black heart. See you soon.